Hi, good day to you once again. It's nice meeting you once more. My name is George Amankwa. You can call me Morino or Moriwan. It's time for science, and today I am your facilitator for this segment. Let's set the ball rolling. What do we have under science today? We have what we call food nutrients. Food nutrients. Quickly, let's look at what we stand to achieve or our objectives under food nutrient. What do we stand to achieve? After the lesson, we must know and define what food is. After the lesson, we should be able to know what food is. Also, we must know what food nutrient is. What is meant by food nutrients? Once again, we should list down the 6 basic food nutrients that we have. We should be able to list down the 6 basic food nutrients that we have. Good. Also, we must be able to group the food nutrients into 3 groups. We should be able to know how to group or categorize the food nutrients into 3 groups. Last but not the least, we should be able to know what a balanced diet means. What is meant by a balanced diet? Quickly, let's go through. But the first question is, what is food? Any idea? What is food? Don't worry yourself. You have the meaning of food. Quickly, food is a nutritional substance eaten to support life. Sometimes most of you define food as anything eaten or drink. Now, should a child eat or swallow soap? Should we call it food? Mistakenly, when a child happens to take in petrol or diesel, should we call that food? No. Why? Because the substance eaten or swallowed does not support life. So we can input a lot of things in our mouth, but any of them which does not support life and also do not contain a nutritional value or fat is not considered as food. Before you can call something a substance a food, that substance must first of all support your life and also must contain some nutritional value or fat. So we say food is a nutritional substance eaten to support life. Quickly, let's look at the food nutrients. What are the food nutrients? Are you thinking of it? Don't worry yourself. You have the answers here. Meaning of food nutrients. Good. Food nutrients are the chemical compounds in food used by the body to function well and maintain health. Food nutrients, they are the chemical compounds in food used by the body to function well and maintain health. Meaning whatever we take inside our body, the foods that we eat, there are some chemical compounds in them that the body uses to function well or to maintain our health. That is food nutrients. Now, basically we have 6 food nutrients. What are they? Here we are to look at the 6 basic food nutrients and where they are gotten from. I mean their sources. So you have the 6 food nutrients and their source. The first nutrient is carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. When I say carbohydrates, what are the carbohydrate foods? I'm talking about their source. We have maize, we have rice, we have yam, and under the carbohydrate you could see millet. When we talk about carbohydrates, we are talking about the starchy and heavy foods. But mind you, when we are talking about food here, you should not mention a ready meal which is prepared. Like, sorry to say, you shouldn't mention a food locally like fufu, banku, jollof rice or something else. You should rather mention the raw foods gotten from the farm. They are the sources of food. And if you eat those heavy foods like maize, rice, yam, millets, cocoyam, they are carbohydrate foods. The food nutrients in them are called carbohydrates. So on your left hand side, you could see the food nutrients listed down for you. The 6 basic food nutrients. First one is what we've explained. The starchy and heavy foods are carbohydrates. Second to the point, we have protein. What are protein foods? The foods that helps to build our body for us to look so fresh and healthy. They are protein foods. What are examples? We have the lean meats, we have fish, we have milk, we have egg, beans, groundnut. They are all examples under protein. Third to the point, we have vitamins. Vitamin talks about fruits like orange, that is what we have in the brackets. We have fruits like mango, orange, watermelon, pineapple, they are all fruits. Now we also have vegetables like onion, pepper, garden eggs, we have tomato. Now all the vegetables and fruits comes together to give us vitamins. Next to the point, we have fats. Another food nutrient is called fats. Now the fats, we have examples or the sources to be oil, butter, and at the fat you could see cheese, nuts. They are all fats. Now next one is mineral. The next food nutrient is minerals. What are the sources, or what is the source of minerals? We have common salt to be a source of minerals. Common salt, being it hydrated salt. Last of the 6 food nutrients, we have water. If you didn't know, water is one of the most important food nutrients in our daily life. Water is one of the food nutrients, and the source is a purified water. Mind you, not any other water is considered as purified. You must get a purified water, and a hygienic one, of course. These are the 6 food nutrients and their source. Their source means where they are gotten from. Let's list down the 6 food nutrients once again. Carbohydrates, heavy foods and starchy foods. Protein, the foods that makes us look fresh and beautiful. Vitamins, the foods that protect us from all kinds of diseases. Fats, talking about the oily foods. Minerals, the commonest one is common salt. Water, so we have carbohydrates, protein, vitamins, fats, and oil, minerals, and water to be the 6 basic food nutrients. Don't forget, we said the food nutrients are the chemical compounds in food that the body uses to maintain health. Now, do we have groups of food nutrients? Can we categorize or group the food nutrients? Yes, of course. We can group the food nutrients into 3. When you were at your basic level, you learned the 3 food groups. Here you are once again. The three food groups, what are they? We have the energy-giving foods. When we talk about energy-giving foods, they are the foods which are high in fats and also fiber, and also they are very heavy. They give you the energy. Energy-giving foods talks about carbohydrates and fats. They are the foods that gives you energy. Second group of food is the bodybuilding foods. We are talking about protein and water, which builds our body to look so fresh and nice. Bodybuilding foods are mainly the protein foods and water. And last but not the least, we have protective foods. Now the protective foods are the foods that protect our body from all kinds of diseases, and the food nutrients involved are vitamins and minerals. So we have energy-giving foods, that is carbohydrates and fats, as you could see on your screen. Bodybuilding foods that builds our body to look so nice, beautiful, and energetic. That is protein and water. And we have the protective foods. I'm talking about the foods that protect our body from all kinds of diseases. So you could mention the vitamins and minerals. They protect our body from diseases. Protective foods. Let's list down the three food groups once again. Energy-giving foods, bodybuilding foods, and protective foods. Now, there was a question we ought to have asked. What is a balanced diet? Any idea? Don't worry yourself. Check out the red ink. Balanced diet has been explained or defined for you. Now, a balanced diet is a meal that contains the 6 food nutrients at their right proportion. Let's take that again. Balanced diet is a meal, when we talk about meal, a prepared food that contains the 6 food nutrients at their right proportion. So, when it happens to eat a food or a meal or a ready prepared meal that contains all the 6 food nutrients that we talked about, then you are happy to have a balanced diet, or we know that you've gotten a balanced diet. If you eat a meal with all the 6 food nutrients found in that food or meal, then you have a balanced diet. Let's look at our evaluations for the day and end here. Another time I'll come your way. But before that, you must solve these questions and then present them as usual at the school premise. How do you define food? I hope you now know how to define food. 2. What is food nutrients? When we say food nutrients, what are they? 3. List down all the food nutrients you know. We just listed them. You remember? Go back and check. 4. Cassava, maize, fish, and yam are all under energy-giving foods. When we're grouping the foods, list them again. Check out the question 4. The question 4 says cassava, maize, fish, and yam are all under energy-giving foods. True or false? And last question but not the least, what is a balanced diet? When we say a balanced diet, what comes to mind? How do you understand balanced diet? I'll come your way another time. I want you to do the work and we shall meet Once more, the name still remains George Amankwa Divine. They can call me Morino or Mori1 for short. Till we meet again, it's bye-bye.